This video shows how to find the true length of a line by using the folding line method. You may remember from your multi-view drawing that you had three primary views: the front, top, and right side view. This is very similar. In fact, it's quite the same. You'll see here in this drawing that you have an H, which stands for horizontal plane, and an F, which stands for frontal plane. This phantom line running horizontal is a folding line. In other words, if this were a piece of paper, you could fold the paper at this point. Okay, the purpose for doing that is kind of like the glass box you may remember from your earlier studies. If you were to look through the glass box or the horizontal plane or top view, this is what the line would look like. And if you were to look at it from the front, this is what the line would look like. Bear in mind, this is the same exact line. Okay, and you're faced with the challenge of finding the true length of the line. So the first thing we want to do is draw some construction lines from here, from the beginning of the line and perpendicular to the folding plane line. Okay, now these lines extend on across to this line, and they always have to be at 90 degrees. Okay, the next step is to create another folding line. So what you want to do is just offset whatever side you want to work on, any kind of arbitrary distance, it doesn't matter, but I'll just select 2, so I'll offset this line a distance of 2. Since it's a folding line, I want it to be a phantom as well, so I'll just use match properties, which is MA. Okay, and I'll make that a phantom line. Okay, so now we're almost ready to go. I want to draw a little construction line in here I can work with, so I'll just select a point out in space and draw back toward the parallel line, and you can see my perpendicular snap come up. Okay, now I'll move that to the endpoints. I'll actually move this one and copy another, and make sure when you do that you use the snaps, because it makes all the difference in your measurements. So I'll double check that. Okay, so now what I need to do is take some measurements and I'll transfer them. So I'll use DI for distance, and on the other side of the folding line I'll measure from here to here. Remember, measure on the opposite side of where you're working. So it says distance 2.6718. Okay, so I want to draw a circle with a radius of 2.6718. Okay, I'll take another distance measurement. I'll measure from here to here, and that is 6.5134. So I will draw a circle over here, 6.5134. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'll draw a polyline from this intersection to that intersection. Okay, and then I'll erase all the things I used to construct that line, and this is your true length of that line. Now, just to make sure I did it right and to be thorough, I will do the exact same thing on the other side, and when I get the true length drawn over here, I'll know if that length measures to that length, then it's correct. Okay, so I'll start off and I'll draw some construction lines. I'll just start out here in space, get my perpendicular snap, move this to the end, and then I'll copy that to the end point of this line. Okay, and looks like everything's snapped into place. Okay, now I'll take some distance measurements again. I'll measure from the folding line down to this. Now remember, I'm on the opposite side now, and that is 2.2675. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. Let me offset this line, and I'll just do it 1 this time just to show you it doesn't matter. Okay, and I want to make that a phantom line. One thing I do remember, you should always put these on the outside. You don't want to put your phantom line on the inside. It just makes your drawing more confusing. It really helps when you keep your drawings neat. Okay, so now I'll take my measurements. I'll take my distance from here to here. That is 2.2675. 2.2675. And then I'll do the same on the other side. That is 7.4879. 7.4879. Okay, so now I'll draw my polyline from the intersections. Okay, and I'll erase all my construction stuff. And if all is going well, the two red lines should be the same length. So I'll do DI for distance to measure. That is 8.0092. And I'll measure this one, 8.0092. They are the same, and that is the true length of that line. And that has been double checked, and it is correct. And that concludes the folding line method to determine the true length of a line.